Hello everyone, this is Kailash Pore from BI Tech Lead from CloudFront Technologies. Today's session will see what's new in Power BI. Today's session agenda is we'll see what is Power BI. We'll compare Power BI with Power BI for Office 365. We'll see architecture diagram of Power BI. We'll talk on Power BI Designer, that is dedicated authoring tool of Power BI. We'll see major features of Power BI. My colleague Ashish will give demo on Power BI Designer and he will show how to upload report on powerbi.com service. And finally, we'll see some of the frequently asked questions. What is Power BI? You all must be knowing Power BI is a Microsoft baby. I can define Microsoft Power BI is a cloud-based self-service BI solution for organization. Power BI provides capabilities that can be leveraged by people with all level of skill, including data analyst, power user, business user, data stewards, and folk from IT department. Power BI has three primary elements, that is dashboards, reports, and datasets. Power BI has the ability that can be directly connect many datasets. For example, we can connect Excel workbook, Power BI designer file, Azure SQL database. Even we can connect some SaaS application like Apps Figures, Google Analytics, Mark II, QuickBooks Online, Retail Analysis Sample, and many more. Power BI has a facility where we can pin important information on dashboard in the form of tiles. It provides a facility that can be scheduled data refresh. Now we'll compare Power BI with Power BI for Office 365. Some of the major topics. Development platform. Power BI for Office 365 we can develop on using Excel 2010-2013. Power BI we can develop using Excel 2010-2013 as well. Power BI has recently introduced Power BI Designer tool. Visualization. In Power BI for Office 365, we can visualize data in the form of bar chart, column chart, pie chart, line chart, and geographical map. Power BI, apart from that, they introduce tree map, radial gags, funnel charts, and combo chart. Hosting report. Hosting report for Power BI for Office 365, you need to host on SharePoint using data management gateway. And that is very complex and critical. But in Power BI, you can directly host the report on powerbi.com service. Rendering, and if you for viewing the reports for Power BI Office 365, you need to install Silverlight. But Power BI reports is in HTML5 format, so there is no need to install any third-party tool. Refresh capability. We can schedule refresh weekly and daily in Power BI for Office 365. As well, Power BI, we can schedule a refresh weekly, daily, hourly. Please kindly note that Power BI is in still preview mode and some of the features are yet to be released. Now we'll talk on the architecture diagram of Power BI. This diagram is divided into three sections. One is data source, one is designer tool, and third is where we can publish or upload reports. Data source, so we can pull a data from database, many database like SQL Server, Oracle, Teradata, Sybase. Even we can pull a data from software as a services like CRM Online, Google Analytics, Salesforce, and many more. It has the facility to pull a data from Excel, XML, CSV, and flat files. After pulling a data in Power BI any designer tool, we can do cleaning, transformation, and we can create a data model. On the base of data model, we can create a report. In this tool, we can remove duplicate columns, we can rename a column, we can add a calculated column, and we can add measures. After completion of report, we can publish or upload report on powerbi.com service. Power BI Designer. As I said earlier, Power BI Designer is a dedicated reporting authoring tool. I can say that Power BI Designer is a powerful and flexible tool that empowers users to create report and easily and quickly. And also user can change visual view of data at their fingertips. It has a features drag and drop capability to place content exactly where you want it on the report canvas in the well-structured layout. With Power BI Designer, you can create a data connection to pull data from various sources, create a connection of two queries for your data, build a robust data model based on the retrieved data, and create a visually appealing report in a minute. Once you are done with the creating report in Power BI Designer, you can quickly deploy them to the online Power BI service to share with others for better collaboration and get a deeper insight into data. You will see in demo this Power BI Designer, so you will come to know. We'll see the major features of Power BI. Power BI has the ability you can spin many multiple visualization in single interface. It has a facility you can do a Q&A. You can type a question and you will get information. For that you need to follow some keywords. You can share reports and dashboard within organization. As a CloudFront employee, I can share a report within my domain or my organization. It has the ability to schedule a data refresh hourly, daily, and weekly basis. There are some Power BI mobile applications is available for iPad, iPhone, and Windows tablets. So you can download and you can see view reports and dashboard on mobiles. Now I am handovering to Ashish, so he will give a demo on Power BI Designer 2. Thanks everyone.
Thank you, Kailash. Hello, everyone. This is Ashish from CloudFronts, and I'll be going through a quick demo session on how we can create a sample report in Power BI Designer and uploading the same to powerbi.com. So the very first thing we need is we need to download the Power BI Designer tool. So this is the link. We'll log into powerbi.com and we'll go to the download section. So here you will find the Microsoft Power BI Designer from where you can freely download this tool. So once you have downloaded, you can install on your machine, and this is how it will look after you have installed. Please note that Power BI Designer is still in a preview mode, so it will take a few months to be generally available. So we'll download the Power BI Designer tool and we'll install it. So this is the interface of Power BI Designer. So what we are going to do is we are going to connect this Power BI Designer with CRM Online. So this is a CRM demo test sandbox environment where I'll be connecting the Power BI Designer with the CRM Online. I'll come back to Designer. So this is the option for where we can import data So I'll close this window. So here you will find the get data option. So we have three different sections. One is the get data, second one is the query section, and third one is the report where we'll be creating our reports. So to get the data, we'll click on get data and we have more options over here. As Kailash discussed in the architecture diagram, we can pull data from different sources in Power BI Designer. So like we can create a connection to flat files like Excel file, CSV file, XML file, or any other text file. Or you can import data from different databases like Oracle database, IBM, MySQL, or Sybase or Teradata, or from different Azure services like HD Insight, Blob Storage, and finally some other sources like software as a service applications, CRM Online, Salesforce, Google Analytics, and many more. So for now, we'll be considering Dynamics CRM Online data. So we'll click on Dynamics CRM Online and we'll click on Connect. So here we'll need to enter the OData service URL. So from where we'll get this? For that, we need to log into a CRM environment. So this is my CRM sandbox environment. I'll go to settings, customization, and inside customization, I have an option of developer resources. I'll click on that. So here it goes. So at the bottom, I have this link, OData, that is the organizational data service. So this is the link or the URL which is required. So I'll copy this URL and I'll go back to the designer tool. I'll paste it over here and I'll hit OK. So what it will do is it will connect to my CRM Online instance and it will pull all the entities from the CRM. So when you're connecting for the first time, it will prompt you for the credentials, CRM Online credentials. So as I have already connected it earlier, so it will directly connect to my CRM and it will try to fetch all the entities from the CRM. So what we are going to do is we are going to demonstrate the CRM sales module. We are going to focus on opportunity and lead entity, and we'll be tracking metrics like lead by sources, lead by ratings, and count of leads in different stages. And for opportunity, we'll be tracking metrics like estimated revenue for opportunity by months, and we'll also try to find out which are the top opportunities in coming months. And finally, we'll also track what is the actual revenue from the opportunities won by month. So I'll go back to my Power BI Designer. So as I discussed that we are going to deal with these two entities, that is lead and opportunity. So I'll select only these two entities from this list of entities in CRM. So I'll search for lead entity. Instead of looking here and there, I'll directly search in the search bar. And another one is the opportunity entity. I'll select opportunity entity as well. I'll search for opportunity entity. That is the opportunity set. So once we have selected, instead of directly loading, I'll click on edit so that we can further process this data. We can do basic transformations. We can clean the data and then we can create the reports. So we have only selected these two entities from a list of entities. So these are the two entities which we have selected. So we'll go back to CRM. So we have few records in these two entities, that is say leads and opportunities. So we can check over here. I'll go to leads. So we have inserted few Jami records to demonstrate. So these are few records for leads. Also we have few opportunity records. So I'll go to opportunities. So these are some of the few won opportunities which are marked as closed, and also we have open opportunities. So all these records will be fetched by the Power BI Designer, and you can see over here. If there is a huge data, it will fetch only few rows, but it's not a huge data, so we can see all the available rows from the CRM. Okay, so after loading data into a query section, by connecting to CRM. So we need to now further process this data. We need to clean this data because as you can see at the bottom that there are 197 different columns which belong to lead set. So there are many columns which might not be of interest while creating report. So we need to clean this. We need to remove those unwanted columns. So what we can do is we can select whichever columns we need for our reporting purpose, and we can delete other columns. So once you have selected the required column, we have an option over here to remove other columns. Same we can do for opportunity. So we can select the columns which are required and we'll remove other columns. So once this is done, so this is how it will look once you have cleaned all the columns. And also we have renamed a few columns, like from the lead entity, we have renamed from subject to lead. We have renamed it as lead. Likewise, you can rename for other columns as well. You can observe that from 197 columns for the belonging to the lead set, we have selected only 9 columns from this, which are of interest. Similarly, for opportunity, from 100 plus columns, we have only selected 11 columns, as you can see here. And also we can do many other transformations in this query section, like we can change the data type for a particular column, or you can split a column by delimiter if you have data combined in the form of a delimiter like colon, text, or space, or semicolon. So you can split this column with the help of a delimiter. Or when you're importing data from Excel file, many a times you need to use the first row as header. So we also have an option to make the first row as header, or we need to merge two different data from different sources. So we have an option to merge queries or append queries, or we want to remove duplicates rows from a particular column. So there are many options available for performing basic necessary transformations in Power Query section or query section. Okay, so once we are done with cleaning of the data, we'll go to creating our reports. So as discussed, we'll be creating metrics like leads by sources, leads by rating, and actual revenue by month. So these are the two lead set and entity and opportunity entity on the right hand corner. So what we can see over here is there are few calculated columns and measures. So what are those calculated columns and measures? For example, this is one calculated column for rating. So what is calculated column? We have an option over here to create a new calculated column. It's a user-defined column which we are calculating based on some expression, DAX expression, that is data analysis expression, as you can see here. So the idea behind creating a new calculated column is whatever values we are fetching from CRM online, it's a number field, like 1 represent hot, 2 represent warm for a lead entity, and 3 represent cold. So we need to convert this with the help of calculated column so that it is easy to interpret on the report for the end user. So likewise, we have created calculated column for sources because the value which we are getting from CRM is in a number form. So we need to, for better understanding, we need to create a new calculated column and we need to convert this with the help of a DAX expression. So 1 represents advertisement, 2 represents employee referral, and so on. So this is known as a calculated column. They are calculating a new column based on the existing column in CRM. So likewise, we have measures. So what are measures? For example, in case of opportunity, now we have revenues for different opportunities coming in. So we need to calculate the sum of these revenues, or we need to calculate the minimum, maximum, any aggregate functions we need to perform, or any other functions we can do with the help of measure. So I have calculated over a measure for total actual revenue. So this is the simple formula, that is total actual revenue is equals to the sum of opportunity set of actual revenue. That means we are calculating the sum of all the actual revenues from CRM opportunity entity. So this is known as a measure. So once we are done with creating calculated columns and measures in this Power BI Designer, we can now create our reports. So the first report that is lead by sources or lead by rating, I'll click on lead, or you can simply drag and drop. So once I have selected lead, now I lead by sources. So I'll drag lead to this value field because I need the count of lead with respect to sources. Here it goes. So this is a default column chart. So I can expand this. Also, I can change to different visualizations which are available in Power BI Designer. So like, I think this might look much prettier in the form of a tree map. So I'll convert this to a tree map and I'll expand this further. Okay, so this looks good. Next is lead by ratings. So I can drag this lead field on my report section. I'll take it to the value field. And I want the count of leads with respect to rating, that is hot, warm, or cold. So I think this might be better represented in the form of a pie chart. So I'll convert it to a pie chart. So likewise, we can create report for other metrics as well. I want the count of lead in different stages. So that also will work. Now I want to create report for opportunities. So I'll select a new page and I can work with opportunity as well. So once this is done, so this is how the report will look like. So this is a report for lead, and then so report for opportunity. So we have estimated revenue by opportunity or actual revenue by month and the count of rating. So this is all dynamic, like I want to check what is the status of hot opportunities. So once I click on hot, it will filter all the report to get only the hot revenues, hot leads. So like from this four, two are in qualified stage, one is in contacted stage, and one is new stage. And these four are coming from web referrals and external referrals. So it's a dynamic report. You can click and you can get the status. Okay, so once this is done, we can save this Power BI Designer file. We have an option to save. So once we have saved, we can log in to powerbi.com and we can upload this report. So this is the interface for powerbi.com. You have an option to get the data file. So I'll click on get data, and as we have developed a report in designer file, so we have an option to import the data from this designer file. I'll click on connect. I'll browse the file which I have saved right now, and I'll go to the location where I have saved the file and I'll upload this file. Click on connect. So it will publish this file to powerbi.com service. So what I'll do is I'll create a new dashboard. I'll give it as name as sales. So this is my new dashboard, which is right now empty. Now I'll pin my important information in the form of tiles on the dashboard. Okay, so this is my file. So like I want to view this information on the dashboard, which I have created with the name as sales. So here I have an option to pin it to the dashboard. I'll click on pin. Similarly, I'll click this as well. Pipeline for different leads. Then actual revenue by month, estimated revenue by opportunity, and okay. So I'll go back to my dashboard. Okay, I'll pin it once again. Once we have pinned over here, okay, so we can pin this. Now we can view the dashboard. You can arrange this tiles. Okay, so you can arrange as per your need and you can adjust the tiles. Okay, so one of the awesome feature of Power BI is the Q&A feature. So how it works. So for example, we have an option over here, like ask a question about the data on this dashboard. Like I can ask a question for what is the total actual revenue. So total actual revenue. So I'll get it's 95,000. I can pin this information to the dashboard as well. I'll click on pin, or I want the total actual revenue for month of July. I'll get that as well. This is one of the coolest feature from Microsoft. Or I can get the count of lead, that is total count of, I want hot leads. Okay, so it's 4. Or I want count of warm leads. So there are 5 warm leads. So likewise, you can do Q&A for different reports. So once this is done, you can share this dashboard as well with different users. We have an option over here to share dashboard. So you can create a dashboard like this. You can pin your Q&A features on the dashboard as well, like total estimated revenue, actual revenue as on today, or total hot rating counts of leads. So this is what basic features of Power BI is released so far. And for frequently asked questions like, can we share this dashboard outside of our domain? So for now, we can only share this dashboard for people within our organization. We cannot share it outside the organization. And is this a free service? Yes, of course. Microsoft has provided free service as well, and it's also going to provide a pro version, which will be available at $9.99 per user per month. And also, Power BI Designer is freely available for download. So there might be more options in future. So they are going to release a new updates in summer for Power BI Designer with some cool features like customization of colors, themes. Thank you. Okay, any questions?